Algebra 1, Section 3.5, we're dealing with scatter plots and trend lines. Now, you've already been introduced to scatter plots, but now we're going to add trend lines. The important thing with trend lines is it helps us use a scatter plot to predict things, okay? Because unlike lines and equations, scatter plots are kind of unpredictable, so it's trying to find organization in chaos. So scatter plots show possible relation between two sets of data, okay? If it's generally going up, so as x is going up, y is going up, this is called a positive correlation. When it's going down, that means x is still going up because x is still increasing no matter what. You're not going to go backwards on x. But while x is increasing, y is decreasing, that's called a negative correlation. Now, if it's just all over the place, if it's staying still, if it's too much can't see correlation, that means there's no relation that can be found. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and graph the table. Because we're dealing with positive numbers, we only need this corner part of the graph. So here, it's the cookies in a jar. So this is the time of bake. So time will be my x. And then number of cookies that are in the jar, or cookies left. Okay, so we're going to go with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. And this is going by 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are hours. Time is hours. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? So now let's graph them. The first hour, there are 24 cookies left. The second hour, there are 16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay? The third hour, there's 10 left. And then the fourth hour, there's 7 left. Now, this is not a line. When you have it, it's a curve more than anything. And it's not because I made a mistake. It's not meant to be a line. It's not a predictable pattern. There's not a certain amount of cookies that are decreasing every time. From 4 to 16, it decreased 8, and then it decreased 6, and then now it only decreased 3. So there's not a certain pattern that has decreased. So because of that, we only stick with a scatter plot. We don't connect them in scatter plots. But we can tell, as time is going on, what happens? There's less and less cookies to the point where this is a negative correlation. Okay? The second one is saying, use a trend line to predict how much money will be collected when 150 tickets are sold. So here, I can tell as the tickets are being sold, there's more money being made. Okay? So in this sale, okay, in the sales, we make this much for 120. So as this x increases, y increases also. This gives me a positive correlation. So that means at 150, okay, it could be over 200. I don't know how much it's going to sell, but I know for sure that there would be more than 120 tickets. Sorry. It would be more than, that's $600. Now, if I use the positive correlation and try to get a trend line, okay, then I know that it could be $800. Is there an exact answer to this? No. The reason why there's not an exact answer is because there's not a set pattern. This is just prediction. For all we know, the show could start and no more tickets could get sold, or somebody complains and the sales get people want refunds. So we don't know where it's going to go, so there's not a definite, it's just our estimate and our best guess. So Go ahead and pause the video and write this down and try page 200, number 9 and 10, 200, numbers 9 and 10, and I will see you in class.